John Scott here with Jonathan Acosta. Bills inching closer to Monday Night Football down in Atlanta against the Falcons here. And they're coming into this one off their first loss of the season. A lot of the talking points with players and coaches alike this week has been, how will they respond? How will they bounce back? What are things you're hearing?
Well, I mean, this is a team that under head coach Sean McDermott historically has been very good coming off a loss, and not letting one loss turn into two and sort of rebounding in the way that they think they need to. And the big message has been that the loss to the Patriots was a sort of wake-up call. Deion Dawkins here on Friday saying that a wake-up call, not necessarily a bad thing. It can be a good thing, not just in football, but in life, and that it was a sort of situation where maybe some players on the team, they have some veterans on the team, but they also have some younger players, and where maybe they were feeling high on a 4-0 start, having the MVP in Josh Allen. He said that greatness isn't just going to happen. They have to go out and do it. That echoes the sentiments from Josh Allen the day before, where he said it was a wake-up call, and he felt like this team had been sort of getting by playing not its best football. We saw that in their last two wins before ultimately that loss to the Patriots on Sunday night.
And there's a lot of areas to address. One of them that we'll focus on is the passing game and the receivers. It's been something we've discussed all the way through the offseason, and here we are 5+ weeks into the season here. Josh Palmer, I think, really putting it out there in a really good perspective. Patience. Everybody eats is great, but everybody needs to be ready to eat when their number is called, and that can be infrequently in Palmer and Keon Coleman, and on the list goes.
And Palmer's certainly one of those wide receivers that coming into the season, you would think that, hey, here's this good addition to the team, can maybe help this team push the ball down the field, and it's just not something we've seen out of this Bills offense, despite, again, the 4-1 start, the scoring almost 30 points per game, right? They rank in the bottom half of the league in terms of explosive play percentage. So it's something where you want to see Keon Coleman and Josh Palmer get their opportunities down the field. The balance for this offense is riding the hot hand with a guy like James Cook in the ground game, and then still picking their moments and finding those opportunities to push the ball down the field. Something else that Josh Palmer spoke about, not just this week, but has at different points over this season, of these receivers know that when they're riding James Cook and he's playing well, they're happy to be out there blocking because they know that'll eventually set up things like the play action downfield passing game.
On the defensive side of things, there's a lot of injuries on the team as a whole, but Ed Oliver, I think, is the biggest name you want to see get back. It sure sounds from the conversation we had with him Friday afternoon, that's trending in the right direction, and boy, what an impact that could make.
That's right. He said that, especially compared to last week, he feels like he's in a much better spot than that. He says that if he plays this week, it's because he's ready to go, not any sort of push externally or internally. Just if he plays this week, it's because he feels like he's ready to go. And certainly, you think back to that season-opening win against the Ravens where they gave up 40 points. Not a great day for the defense, but the bright spot was Ed Oliver. The rookie Deion Walker's done a good job filling in those shoes, and I think getting this opportunity has accelerated his development, but certainly Ed Oliver, one of the highest paid players on that defense, and we've talked about the issues specifically against the run. Getting him back to face a guy like Bijan Robinson would be huge for this defense.
It's as much about the ankle for Oliver as it is just conditioning. The guy hasn't played football in over a month. With Jonathan Acosta, I'm John Scott for Channel 2 Sports.